Hello.
Hi, Jody.
Welcome to Laura Kane After Dark. I'm Laura Kane. This is Eric Rimmer.
Hi.
What's going on? That's producer Brian.
Hi, Brian.
Hey.
So today we have a very special guest. Her name is Alex Loker, and she's the VP of Philanthropy for Rady Children's Hospital. And the reason we're having her on is because the iHeart radio stations are doing the iHeart Rady Children's Hospital Give-a-thon on Wednesday and Thursday, all day. And we raise money for Rady Children's Hospital. So we're going to have her on just to talk about why we do it and why we raise money for a hospital. It makes complete sense when she comes on and explains it all. And then I thought that I could tell, if we have time, the story of Charlie and how he was born, and they absolutely 100% saved his life. Rady Children's Hospital, the doctors there. So I thought and then call Charlie.
Yeah.
So I thought maybe we'd do all that if we can. Jam-packed show.
We have a jam-packed show.
I heard that you have a ton of Double D.
I do.
And I have quite the host chat. I'm excited about it.
I do too.
You do? Okay, see?
Yes.
All right. Before we get started, let me wave real quick at our Instagram live followers. So Margaret Verissimo was supposed to be on with us tonight because she's the winner of the catchphrase contest with this catchphrase. Mm-hmm. Unapologetically unfiltered. Da 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 da.
Hey, if you if you would put on a bikini and march around with that over your head,
I know.
you look like you were at a boxing match.
Let me just say that writing the word unapologetically was very difficult to fit it all in this one space.
I bet it was hard just because for you to write those two words together.
It's hard to say, but I love it.
You are neither. So I bet it was really hard.
It was very difficult for me, but I thought that Margaret could hold this up because she's the winner, but she's not here. But that's okay. We're going to dinner with her on Wednesday, and it's going to be really fun.
Brian, bring bail money.
Oh, of course.
I know.
Don't you think I have a wad of cash exclusively for bail money at all times?
I was going to say.
Totally.
Yeah.
All right. Before we get started, let's talk about our dear sponsor, Capital Growth, Inc.
Jay. Hi, Jay.
Hey, Jay, what's going on? Jay Wurtzler is the man when it comes to the money. He's been doing money management for 35 years, and he has many, many clients. He has made lots and lots of money for lots and lots of people. Let him do that for you. It doesn't matter if you're a millionaire or if you're a thousandaire. Even if you're a thousandaire, is that what they call people that have like maybe 100?
No.
What do they call them?
They don't call them anything.
Well, I just made up a word then.
Thousandaires are now called poor.
I know, that's me, but it doesn't matter. If you're a little bit on the, if you're under the $1 million mark, it doesn't matter. Have Jay grow you some money. Have him put it in diversify this and do that. I don't know. He has magic. He knows what's up. He's been doing this so long. Especially, he really wants to concentrate on people's retirement because that's a scary thing to think about. People work and work and work all their lives, and then at some point we want to think about hanging it up and living the rest of our lives just hanging out, playing golf, doing whatever.
Exactly.
Do you have enough money to do that for the rest of your life? Jay will tell you. Jay will let you know. He is located at the Aventine at UTC. His number is 858-552-6960.
And his email is jayw@capitalgrowthinc.com.
Just remember, capitalgrowthinc.com too is the website.
Yes.
Super easy to remember. And if you guys think that you might want to do this, you're like, oh my God, I forgot his name or I forgot the company name, just DM us. It's super easy. We would love to put you in contact with Jay.
Yes.
He really is a great person.
He's awesome.
I know. He's a nice guy, and that's hard to find in the money business, I think. I think I don't know. I mean, I don't really know too many people in that kind of a business. I only know Jay, so maybe they're all super nice. Probably not.
Mine is.
Oh, really? Maybe money managers are like awesome people in general. Well,
Hi,
anyway,
Michael Tyler.
Hey, Michael, what's up? So anyway, that is Capital Growth Inc. Thank you, Jay.
Thank you, Jay.
And now my host chat.
Oh boy, everybody buckle up.
Well, let me just say, okay, You know how sometimes you have celebrities on Instagram. Have you ever DM'd a celebrity on Instagram?
Yes.
Okay. Have you ever gotten a response?
Yes.
Okay. I DM'd Kim from 90 Day Fiance. She's on this season, Happily Ever After. She is the one who's engaged to Usman. He's Soulja Boy. If you're a 90 Day fan, you know what I'm talking about. So I DM'd her and I said, hey, I think you are really great. I love how you stand your ground and you're just an authentic person. And she DM'd me back. One thing led to another. Then we're making a dinner date. So we met up at Puesto in Mission Valley, me and Jody, because Jody, as you know, she's been on the show to talk about 90 Day.
Yes.
Just as big of a fan as I am. And we met with Kimbali, if that's what Usman calls her, Kimbali. And it was so awesome. She is so kind and so funny. And she told us all some behind the scenes stuff that's super interesting to me and Jody. We were freaking out and people were freaking out at the restaurant. We sat next to somebody and these two people were like, excuse me, I'm so sorry to bother you, but I just love you on the show. We love 90 Days. Like they were freaking out. And then when we were sitting at the table, 4 people came up to the table and said, we just really love you on the show, or dump that guy, we don't like him, or just giving their 2 cents, like, you know,
it's my goodness.
And she was so gracious, and she said hello to everybody, and it was very nice. And she even said that she was like, let's take some selfies. I'm like, oh my God, can we post them? Really? This is a big deal for me. You know how much I love 90 Day.
I noticed. I'm surprised you were able to compose yourself.
I was very cool. I didn't play it too cool. Like I freaked out a little bit when I first saw her. I jumped up and down like I do. Like
of
I
course.
do.
The consummate professional that you are.
I did. I couldn't hide my excitement, but I toned it down a little bit. And then Jody was excited too. But she appreciated it. She was really great. And she's going to be at Jody's party on Saturday night now.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah. So we're like friends now. I think we're friends because we started a texting chain, me,
Can
Jody,
she be on
and
the show?
Kim. Because the show is still on.
Oh, right.
I think these are the last 2 episodes, these next 2 weeks, and then the tell all happens, which has already been filmed. Mm-hmm. So she's not allowed to like say anything, obviously, until this airs. But she said she'd be on the podcast just to talk about, you know, what she can talk about.
Awesome.
But I had to email her PR person who hasn't gotten back to me yet.
I would have reacted, but I wasn't there.
What do you mean you would have reacted?
I wasn't at the dinner.
Are you a little bit? Are you annoyed that you weren't there with us? You didn't even watch 90 Day.
What you didn't notice is that me and Eric were at the table behind you
we
guys
were.
with Tom Cruise and Nicole Kidman.
Totally, we were.
Reunion dinner.
Mm-hmm. They had their reunion dinner.
And they fought the entire time. Mm-hmm. They were awful.
People were more excited to see Kimbali than they were Tom and Nicole.
There was a line.
They were wearing a deep hat.
Yeah.
Tom Cruise and Nicole Kidman. Hello, how old is that?
There was a huge
relationship?
line, and Brian and I were very popular.
I'm sure
actually, we took selfies with so many tens of people.
Stop it.
People weren't really actually talking to Tom that much. He was getting a little annoyed.
Yeah, it was Brian and I. It was the Brian and Eric show.
Don't be jealous. The reason I didn't invite you is because you're not into 90 Day. And you wouldn't have been as excited as Jody was.
Likely story.
She'll become a friend of the show, I'm sure. She's really cool.
I'm sure she will.
And that's all I can say about things.
How often do you randomly DM celebrities?
Not very often, but I've DM'd. Who else did I DM from 90 Day? I think she's the only one. I was going to DM Big Ed to see if he'd come on the show, but then I saw him at the UPS store and I took a selfie with him and I asked him if he'd be on the podcast and he said he can't do that.
He can. He just probably doesn't want to.
I know, exactly.
It's just DM. He probably doesn't know who you are now.
Probably not. He won't remember that. No. He won't remember that I do a podcast.
Just let him know you're a Radio Hall of Famer and want to get his 2 cents on to the world, you know?
Well, he's currently on a show too, 90 Day The Single Life. So I don't know if he is allowed to be on.
They probably made a show just for they could keep track of him.
They did.
Probably.
Yeah.
I mean, that's where like the more popular people from 90 Day Fiance go on, or the ones that don't make it go on to The Single Life.
I mean, who wouldn't want to keep track of him?
Love him or hate him, he's very interesting. to watch.
Yes.
I think he's probably more interesting single than he is with somebody.
Well, he's not even single. He's like with somebody. He's not like out dating around. He like has somebody and they fight all the time.
Well,
all they
that
do is
sounds
fight.
just like a relationship made in heaven.
Doesn't that sound like a show you want to watch?
No.
See, I love it. It's on. It's on tonight. Oh my god.
Oh no, I'm missing it.
God.
Well, luckily I have Discovery Plus. I can watch it whenever I want.
What are we gonna do, Brian?
Don't be jealous. Seriously, it was my
Tom
heaven.
Cruise again, and what else are we gonna do?
Don't be jelly. I was excited. Okay.
Remember, we have our dinner next week with the Duchess and of the Windsor.
Harry and Meghan.
Yeah.
I'm not looking forward to this one.
I know.
Push it back a little bit.
Yeah, I can see. I can talk to their people.
Hey, when is that show airing on Netflix? The Harry and Meghan show.
I think it comes out next week.
Okay, because it looks good and juicy.
I love the fact that she's sitting in a chair crying on an Hermes throw.
Blanket.
I can't stand them at all.
Why?
I'm just like,
They're insufferable.
Why?
really
Why do
are.
you say that? They don't make that much noise, do they?
They try to. They don't like, even though despite their best efforts. I mean, like what was it when Markle did the tell all with Oprah?
Yeah.
yeah.
I watched a little bit of it and I was just like, oh, get over yourself. You're like one of the most famous people in the world right now. Like,
And I didn't watch that. Was she just like going on and on how hard it was for her? or
We had to
something?
couch surf on Beyonce's couch. I was like, you didn't couch surf anywhere.
She said that?
Yeah. Didn't they stay
something like that. They said that
until their villa in Santa Barbara was ready?
They said the royal family was racist to their baby.
That's like the theme, I think.
Yeah.
Which I think, yeah.
You don't know. You don't know. You weren't there.
Cry me a river.
Sure, yeah, but I don't care about their problems because they don't really have real problems.
We should pitch a show about us to Netflix.
I've got real problems.
I mean,
You don't have real. Yeah, you have problems too.
of course we all do.
I have big problems.
Do you know
What?
how many times last night I got up to pee?
That is a problem.
Uh-oh, is that happening now?
I drank so much water yesterday.
I thought it's because you're getting old.
No.
That happens to men.
Well, it's not happening to me.
Well, it sounds like it is.
Hi. No, I must have got up 5 times last night to pee.
Were you like
I was
drinking lots of water?
Yes, all day.
Well, cry me a river, big deal.
Yeah,
You just wait. You just
God.
wait till it
you
feels
think you have
like
problems. You should hear about Meghan Markle's problems, and then you'll feel bad about yourself.
I know she probably doesn't pee at all during the night. She
Try has someone pee
She
for
probably
her.
sleeps like a little kitten, just like
She has no orifices.
probably not. She's like a Barbie doll. There's
She is
just
like a Barbie doll.
Just
There's
looks
no-
like plastic parts.
Right.
I didn't think she was ever that good of an actress either.
I didn't
She's
even know she
beautiful,
was an
though.
actress.
Oh yeah, she's very attractive, but she was on what was it
Suits.
Hi,
Yeah.
Gwendolyn.
Yeah.
Very underwhelmed.
Is that Gwendolyn?
Yes, it is.
Hi, Gwendolyn.
All right, that's my host chat, and you guys are super jelly. I know, but whatever. It happened, okay?
Yeah.
And now I'm friends with a reality star.
Well, Friends is a little bit of an exaggeration.
True. But I like to think so.
Let's take it one step at a time.
Hey, we're on a text chain, okay?
Oh my God, you are so high.
We talked about the episode last night. It was so awesome.
You're so high.
With her. It was, and she's on it. It was really cool.
Did you guys talk about anything besides the show?
Yes.
Hey,
Such
do you want to
as?
do something fun?
Don't quiz me.
You want to do something fun?
What?
I want you to get a knife out and slash Brian and I in the arm and then pour salt in it.
Is this what this is feeling like? Me talking about 90 Day Fiance.
Brian, we're going to DM like
incessantly.
Jay-Z and we're going to go out to dinner with Jay-Z and Beyonce.
See, Jody even says, we're on a text chain. I know. That is a big deal, okay?
Hi, Jody.
Me, Jody, Kimberly.
I love Jody.
I know, I do too.
So,
And she says she bought us presents. Me and Jody Kim bought us presents. And she's going to bring it to the party.
oh my
Isn't
God.
that cute?
It's Big Ed wrapped in a bow.
Hopefully not.
Jody, I'm not coming to your party.
No, yeah, you are. You know you are.
I've got it cleared.
What? Oh,
The date.
December 10th.
Yes.
Good.
I'm there.
You have to be there at 6:30.
Bell's on.
Meanwhile,
6:30.
I'll be at a dinner table by myself behind your party with somebody else famous.
Oh, yeah, right.
That's right.
It's at Jody's house, okay? So I don't think you are
I don't
allowed
know.
inside.
I don't know what that means.
He's going to dinner with Madonna.
If you look behind our fence, you will see a dinner table with a single candle.
Sad. That is pathetic. Okay, mister, what's your host chat?
On last week, I went to what's called a walkthrough on a new property that a company called CRC has purchased. It's up in Encinitas, and CRC they've been around for about 40 years, and it's an organization called Community Resource Center, and they have a capital campaign going on. They're about halfway through their goal. So their goal was to raise $10.5 million, and they're at about $5.5 million. And they've done that in about a year. It's all volunteer.
What does the money go to?
It goes to women and men. So 1 in 3 women and 1 in 4 men are victims of domestic violence, which was staggering. I didn't know that. And there were 3 women that headed up our tour, Anne, Debbie, and Cindy, and they are delightful. And Cindy listens, so hi, Cindy.
Hi, Cindy.
So they have a food bank, they have a health and wellness, so they have vendors from Gelson's, Trader Joe's, Vaughn's, and any food that you think is going to waste, they take it there. And so they operate on a point system. So depending on how many members of your family you have, you get a certain number of points. And you can go in and shop, and they have everything from pet items to baby items to skin, hair care.
How does one get in touch with this? If just say there's somebody listening who is suffering.
So they have a website. I will give you their website. It is crcncc.org. And they have pickup dates and locations for their food drive coordinator.
So this place that you toured was the pantry, or
it's the new building that they bought.
Is it for the shelter, or is it for the food?
It's for the food, but they do have housing assistance.
They can't obviously tell you where those are.
Correct.
Yeah.
But they are, the Community Resource Center provides non-perishable and fresh food to an average of 435 households each month. And they're so lovely. One of the things that was really impressive to me was what pride they take in how they treat the people that come in. So whether they're literally on the streets as a homeless individual, or they're just struggling at home, and maybe the money that they would use for food could go to something else like electricity or childcare or something like that. So it was founded in 1979, and the CRC helps the hungry, homeless, and hurting in our community. They have resale stores that provide critical funding to help thousands of people each year. So they have, I believe it's 3 resale stores, and then they have the food pantry. There's 3 locations. One is in Carlsbad, one is in San Marcos, and one is in Encinitas. So that's the one that I went to.
Cool.
And
give the website again.
The website is CRCNCC. And the phone number, in case you want that, is 760-300-3238. And they are just a great organization.
That's cool.
So even if you're interested in volunteering or donating money or food or clothing, they're a great organization. I highly recommend them.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was a great experience.
It's good to know that there's something like that around for people.
Anne has worked as a volunteer there for, I think it's 12 years.
I was just talking to somebody who was looking for a volunteer gig.
They're a great organization.
Yeah,
they have some people that just work a couple hours a week. Mm-hmm. They have some that volunteer almost full time, and they have they have very little turnover there. So they're a really good organization to work for, and they were all just so compassionate and so lovely. So
that's good.
Very highly recommend them. So it's a place that you definitely know that the money that you're donating is going 100% to a good cause.
That is good to know.
Yeah.
You're right back on, my friend.
Oh, I am.
Before our guest comes on, Alex Loker,
Oh, boy.
VP of Philanthropy with Rady Children's Hospital, should be
Get
on in just
ready.
a minute after your double D.
Here we go.
You came in bragging about a big load. I want to hear it. Stop. Don't laugh at that. Don't laugh at that.
Eric, please share your big load with all of us.
Please. Sorry.
You are disgusting.
I know.
Well,
What?
this is not, I mean, Kirstie Alley dead at 71 of cancer.
Why? Oh, man.
Yeah. Just today.
I didn't even know she had cancer.
It was very sudden.
Oh,
Her
no.
children released a statement, and I guess it happened very quickly.
Oh, no.
So, yeah, but it was
That's
cancer.
too young.
Kirstie Alley was in Cheers, Look Who's Talking, Drop Dead Gorgeous. She had her own show called Kirstie, and then Veronica's Closet, and then she was in a great show that was on, I believe it was Showtime, called Fat Actress. Do you remember that?
Yes.
It was hilarious.
Yeah.
So that was sad news.
Yeah.
And then Orange is the New Black actor Brad Williams Hankey dead at 56.
He was a big, tall, big guy, giant
Yes.
of a man. I used to watch that show. I stopped watching
loved
it.
that
I don't
show.
know why I stopped watching it.
And it's off now, but
Yeah.
it was a really good show. The guy who shot Lady Gaga's dog,
Oh, yeah.
Walker, got 21 years in prison.
Dude.
And the dog walker survived. But yeah, this guy got 20 years in
Good.
prison. Good for him.
Wait,
Yeah.
the dog or the dog walker?
The guy who shot the dog walker and stole her dogs.
So the person who shot the person who walks Lady Gaga's dogs. Okay.
Right.
Trying to differentiate if the dude shot a dog or a person. So
Yeah, got
okay.
21 years.
That makes sense. Good for.
Have you heard about all the Good Morning America stuff between
Yes,
the two hosts?
this is so juicy.
TJ Holmes and Amy Robach got booted from the show. Now
Well,
they're
they said that they were stepping back. A hiatus.
on a hiatus.
Did they get
yes.
booted or do you?
I heard
That's
they got
what-
fired. Yeah.
Yeah.
What? And I heard it's because of, you know who Laura Spencer is?
Yes.
That's what I saw. Like, it's because of her. Like, she said something like she couldn't work with them because knowing that they were both married or whatever.
They were both married, but then apparently he's had affairs before.
Oh, no. And she was
Allegedly.
like almost, I think she was in the process of divorcing the guy from Melrose Place, Andrew Shue.
Oh, yeah.
That's her husband. But I think that
that's right.
they were like in the process, not that makes it great,
Right.
but anyway.
Yeah, that was crazy.
It is interesting they got fired over just cheating scandal, but like it's a kind of surprised.
Yeah.
You would think that maybe they'd want to keep them on because people like I kind of wanted to tune into the third hour of Good Morning America just to see what they look like.
Oh yeah, their views
And
have
see
gone
them-
crazy for this. you know?
Right. So why would they let them go? I mean,
I'm sure there
Principal?
was probably a lot of pushback.
oh, Robin Roberts was another one I heard was not having it. Mm-hmm. So I guess there was probably a lot of.
I'm sure some people are using this to advance their own career internally, so I wouldn't be surprised if there's some of that.
I wonder if they're still seeing each other after all this.
Oh,
If they're like cuddling each other, like, oh my god.
Apparently, it was a private investigator that found out, so probably someone's spouse suspected and hired that.
Oh,
so.
that is
probably-
even juicier.
they're probably eating chocolate-covered strawberries and sitting in a bathtub full of champagne.
They're crying right now. They're
Watching
bummed.
TV.
They just lost a massive
Oh,
gig.
yeah, that sucks.
I bet they break up too after this.
Well, the pressure, yes.
Yeah.
Well, we're finally in the home stretch of this debacle.
What?
Hopefully, we'll never hear from these two people again. Kim and Kanye's are settling their divorce. Now, Kim, poor thing, is getting a paltry. I mean, I don't even know how she's going to live on this. $200,000 a month.
I know. That's probably like they probably wipe their butt with that kind of money.
I mean, poor thing. I don't know.
I heard she got a restraining order on someone. I didn't say who. It just said Kim gets a restraining order. I just looked through Instagram and then I didn't want to click on the link.
I think it was on somebody that was stalking her.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I didn't
she's
know
having
who
a
it was.
rough week. Poor thing. And now her Balenciaga, which I will get into on the next show.
Okay.
You know, now she's not going to be able to wear that tacky, expensive.
What was she wearing the other day? It was like a black piece of tape around her chest, and then she had like these big biker pants on. It looked like. What was that? Do we know?
Who cares? It was probably something that they thought up. A bunch of sick, twisted.
They're not that bad.
Balenciaga.
Balenciaga. Yeah, Balenciaga. Yeah.
Disgusting.
I thought you were talking about the Kardashians.
No.
Oh, don't get me started.
Don't get me started. But
sick, twisted.
Oh my God.
And do you know that she has to pay 50% of education and security expenses? So
For
they're
what?
50-50 for their kids.
Okay.
Can
So?
I have
seems
never.
Yeah, that is fair.
I have never had security as a child.
Oh,
Well, yeah,
you're
they
not-
need security.
Your mom wasn't getting $200K a month in child support.
And
Yeah.
she's not all over the place. I mean, those kids, I think I saw some photos.
My mom
of,
also wasn't wearing tacky bandeau tops with stretch pants
I know.
either.
Saint is one of the kids, one of the boys. Birthday, he was turned 7, and they were at a Rams game, and it looked like they were down on the field. He was holding like a big trophy. They had like a big football cake, and all the kids were wearing like these big chains. It looked like a fun birthday party, but I mean that's the kind of party you get when you're a Kardashian kid. But they have to be watched. You know how many people like hate the Kardashians and would want to like hurt their kids?
Well,
That's
they're
scary.
really going to hate the Kardashians now.
Yeah.
Just, I bet Kim wakes up every morning and she's like, Mother.
Oh no, she's not. She's
Oh.
loving life.
After being married to that tool.
Yeah.
Did you hear what he said on the Alex Jones show the other day?
Yeah, he said a lot of things.
Something about Nazis or something?
Yeah.
Way more than that. Yeah.
He said he loves Nazis and he praised Hitler.
What is?
And I'm
he's
like,
not
what?
well.
So I did
He's-
see a theory because someone pointed out is that this all happened right after the whole Balenciaga thing happened, and that apparently Kanye had a very strict contract with Balenciaga that would make it very impossible for him to get out of it. But if they chose to drop him, he's then off the hook for it. So I heard a theory is that there's a small chance he could be doing this until he gets dropped by Balenciaga.
Here's what I find
Jeez.
comical about that whole thing is Balenciaga is allegedly just a team of child exploitation people, and they're having a problem. He's hoping that they drop him for that. Good luck. He'll be in a contract till
What a mess.
2074.
I mean, honestly, I think it's a crazy plan, obviously, but I do think he is crazy enough to do that.
Well, then you know what? He's
No.
perfect to be in bed with Balenciaga
Right,
because
right.
they're both disgusting.
Some of the stuff he says, though, it doesn't sound like he fully believes it, too. He's just like in the Alex Jones show, he was like, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, Haley's great. I think Haley's all right. I don't know.
Does he seem ill? Does he seem like he's not well?
Oh, you couldn't tell because he had a full
Yeah.
ski mask on the entire time.
He seems like he's just shitting around, kind of.
He's-
honestly.
He just needs to go away. Those hideous pornographers called Balenciaga need to go away. They're
Yeah,
just
they will.
everybody.
Yeah. Regardless, Balenciaga's terrible.
I will
Kanye's
lay
like
into
terrible.
them next week.
Okay,
because
good.
I'm not
Okay.
finished.
Okay.
Wait,
I'm
let's hear it.
excited.
Let's hear it.
No, we have a guest coming on. We need to
Listen,
wrap this up.
I might not be a parent, but there's just certain things that need to be left alone. Don't
Child
mess
pornography.
Don't mess with kids and animals, please. Like
The
everybody,
two
find
most
the light.
precious things in the world.
God, I'm so
Okay.
effing
All
sick
right.
of it.
All right. All right.
I'm,
Next episode.
I'm climbing up on a.
What if we got Kanye West on the show?
Oh no, I
Just-
would.
Okay,
move
just
out
say
of
we
the
had
way.
an opportunity. Just say he
Yeah.
was in town.
Nope.
He heard about the podcast. He wanted to come on. Would we have him on just to
Hell
have
no.
publicity?
100%. We don't even have to. We just be
No.
like, we
Would
could
that
just-
like torpedo this whole thing?
Yes,
No.
we would
You
go
don't think
up.
so?
We would go up in a ball of flames.
As long as we don't go, yeah, Kanye, I feel you. Hitler was a pretty okay.
Why
guy.
are we giving him a platform though?
Oh, he has a platform. We're not giving him a platform. He has a platform already a million times bigger than us. Like,
Here's how I would do the show. If he would just sit there and we could fasten a seatbelt over his mouth where he couldn't say anything, and I could just let him have it for an hour. Then
That
I
would be a good
do the
show.
I'd try to probe into how his mental state being beyond
Right.
just his beliefs. I'd be like, hey, so how are things? What's your day to day look like? You know, you wake up in
Uh-huh.
a cold sweat down a bottle of something you shouldn't be drinking, or like. But
I
yeah,
tell him his clothes
Yeah, what
were
is your
ugly. I
day-to-day?
don't like beige.
Yeah, but I mean, he has a platform. He's gonna talk
And
regardless.
Yeezys are ugly. I'm sorry.
yeah,
they
they
are
are.
hideous
They always
shoes.
have.
They're awful.
Horrible.
Yeah.
They're awful. I mean, you like Birkenstocks. These are
1
times
billion
worse.
times worse.
Yeah.
They look like something made of
And they're
mold.
so expensive.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Bye, Kanye.
Continue.
Bye, Felicia.
bye,
What?
Felicia.
Just wait till next week. Everybody better tune in because I'm going to be on en fuego.
Are you done?
Yeah, I think I'm done.
Oh,
I'm
God.
really looking forward to our guests. So
know, me too.
I'm done.
Come on down, Alex. We
Hi,
have
Alex.
Alex Loker. She is the VP of Philanthropy with Rady Children's
Hi.
Hospital. Come sit. There are your headphones right there. Thank you for coming on a Monday night at 7:30 at night. I know you probably are super busy this week because it's the Give-a-thon week.
Is this all working?
It's working
I
100%.
love the hat. It's so cute.
There's a lot happening here. I didn't really think out the headphones and the hat, but
Here, let me
branding, right? You know?
Here, push that up a little bit so we can get her next to her mouth more. There we go, because we don't want to miss a second of this. So coming up on Wednesday and Thursday, iHeart stations will be doing what's called a Give-a-thon for Rady Children's Hospital. And you're probably wondering, why are radio stations raising money for a hospital? Aren't hospitals, don't they have money to do these kind of things? But what we're raising money for is so amazing and so necessary. I absolutely love this story. And that's why Rady saved my son's life. So I'm forever indebted to that hospital and the doctors there and the people there. But it's so much more than just the doctors and the surgeons. It's the little tiny things, the little tiny touches that make Rady's.
Sure.
Right. So, and that's what we're raising money for, is things like that as well.
Absolutely. I mean, if you think about what insurance does not cover, it's all those little things. And also just having a healthcare system that gives our kids everything that they need to be kids while they're being cared for by us. All the fun, all the milestones to look forward to are all provided by our community. And the Give-a-thon is a really wonderful opportunity coming up here on Wednesday and Thursday for our community to tune in and be inspired and really hear the impact that Rady Children's has for our community and the families and the patients and the staff that will be speaking and sharing their stories. It's really very inspiring. It's one of our entire staff's, our nearly 6,000 Rady Children's employees' favorite days of the year, because they get to hear so many success stories when we're there for children and their families in those moments of crisis. And they're often not expecting to walk through our doors. It may be the hardest moments of their life. And it's our job to get them out and healthy again and back with their families as quickly as we possibly can. So when you get to, as a staff member, listen to the Give-a-thon and listen to these families who have gone on, and these healthy children and these thankful parents, it is truly magical, and it makes it all just totally worth it.
I love seeing the kids from year to year. Like, oh my God, that's Hunter now. He's like grown so much, just because I've been doing it now for so many years in a row that I see some of the same kids, and it's so awesome to see them growing and thriving. Still a part of Rady Children's Hospital, some of them.
Yeah.
But they all, without a doubt, without a question, love it there.
They absolutely do.
The worst time in their little lives too. But you guys make it fun. You make it enjoyable, and it's the kind of things that we're raising money to get, like the playrooms, the toys in the playrooms, the little tiny, teeny tiny diapers for the little preemies. They're tiny. They're like little teeny tiny diapers, things like that, like just the little tiny touches that make things, the little tubes that you put in a baby. You know how little those little tiny tubes are? Those little things, little stickers. Like, I remember when Charlie had tubes and wires coming out of all his little baby body, his newborn body. And he had this little tiny sticker of like a little teddy bear on his cheek that was holding down one of the tubes. I'm like, that is somebody donated that. That's where the stickers came from. It's like the little touches that Rady Children's Hospital has that just makes it like a parent's worst nightmare, kind of fun. Kind of comfortable.
Yeah.
Well, for me, I remember it was so hard. He was touch and go. Charlie, he was born with his intestines growing on the outside. He had to have emergency surgery. He was not breathing on his own, tubes and wires, red, everything. But when I walked into the NICU, which is where the little babies are That's what they are. And there's such a sense of completeness. I can't explain it. It's I knew everything was going to be okay. I just knew it because the nurses, we called them Charlie's Angels, because they are all just incredible people. And the volunteers that hold the babies when the parents can't be there, incredible people.
The cuddlers.
Oh, is that what they're called?
Yeah, it's a very coveted volunteer job and a very important one.
Oh, I bet it's coveted, huh?
It is.
Oh my gosh.
You know, one of my favorite things about our NICU, our neonatal intensive care unit, is as you walk into it or out of it, there's our Hall of Hope, and you're seeing all these pictures of the very premature babies, the tiniest of the tiny, as a little just born baby, and then it's right next to a big picture of that kid when they're 8, 10, 12, 15,
Oh my God.
full,
Wow.
happy, healthy adult humans, and thinking about what you must have been through and what so many parents go through in those times, and walking out and seeing that and being inspired and knowing that this is where I'm going, this is what I'm hoping for, is really very important.
And something important that we should touch on is that every kid gets seen and treated no matter what.
Absolutely.
No matter what. If you have insurance, if you don't have insurance, they'd never have turned a kid away ever.
Only about half of our patients have either any or enough medical coverage to be able to get the treatment that they need. So that's another place where philanthropy comes in. Our hospital is truly exceptional. We're there's no argument, one of the best children's hospitals in this country. And that's built by San Diego, by our community deciding that this is an asset that they will invest in, and it is now excellent. We have some of the best doctors and programs in the whole country. Thank goodness. As a mom, I'm certainly thankful for that, and I'm very proud to be part of this institution. And you know, this time of year is a very important time for us for philanthropy. You know, year end is very important for children who are in our hospital to have things to look forward to be uplifted, to be included on the season. You know, we've come up with years ago an entire event to bring that holiday spirit to the kids, be able to show them that they're a part of our season, bring the magic there to them. And even though we can't physically be in the same room with them during flu season, RSV, and COVID, we are right down below and lighting up flashlights. Our first responders do a parade around the hospital. Our staff roll out there singing a Christmas carol, a holiday carol, and it's very special. And our community does so many things throughout the season. The Give-a-thon, we're so excited about to kick off. And in our community, hopefully we'll call in and make donations or become monthly donors to be able to support the hospital throughout the whole year.
I love the monthly donor thing because the way that we put it in the past was for like a cup of Starbucks a day, you could be helping a child that is in desperate need of help. You could give as much as $20 a month. You could give as much as $100 a month. You could donate one time for $1,000. You can do whatever. Every single donation is accepted, is cherished, they're grateful. You guys are grateful for everything. And the monthly donors are really cool because that comes out every month. And I think it's cool to be reminded, okay, this is great. I'm helping, like you said, a treasure in my community.
Absolutely.
Even though I don't have kids that are of that age anymore. Well, my daughter, Evan, still is. She's 18 and she still goes to the dermatologist at Rady Children's Hospital. She had a concussion like 2 years ago, was at Rady Children's Hospital. And then, of course, Charlie, who was there for almost 3 weeks in the neonatal intensive care unit. But I will forever love Rady Children's Hospital just for everything. So can you tell us a little bit more of like what else the donations go for?
Absolutely. You know, philanthropy does everything from helping some of the best doctors in this country be willing to come here to have an endowment or to have funds to do research, to be able to do the programs that they want and they need, and that's why they're already one of the best doctors in the country. So philanthropy attracts the talent that we need to San Diego because they will have the funds to buy the latest and greatest equipment and to do the research, as I was saying. That's very important. And being able to get the technology, it's not paid for up front by insurance. These are big choices that any business and a hospital, a nonprofit hospital especially, is certainly one of them, they have to make. And we can have that sped up dramatically by donors. We have some very exciting, projects coming up that have been made totally possible by donors and are certainly needed. COVID has been a very difficult time for youth, for everyone, but certainly for youth. And, the mental health crisis has been really hitting our young people in a way that we haven't seen before. And we need, as a country, to step up how we address that and not wait until someone is landing in an emergency room. It's not the best place to help and to turn someone's life around. And so being able to have those urgent cares and other in hospitals and healthcare providers working together with education systems to intervene, to notice what's going on and to make a solution quick and achievable for them. Not you got to wait 6 months, but if you're going in for your general exam, we have a program that will, if you test on a depression screening, we can go ahead and put you right then and there with a therapist. And it's instant, and it's really proving very effective.
Good.
And
That is so now it's so current.
and needed.
Yeah.
We need so much more of it. And I mean, the parents, parents being able to have care coordination is a theme that we see in philanthropy right now across the board. What's the glue that gets all the different specialists together, all the different appointments together? How do you help a parent that's already going through a crisis and trying to learn and navigate and work as hard as they possibly can for their kids, even if they can keep the lights on at home themselves, which is a big even when you're going through that. So funding care coordination is something that we're seeing a lot of. Donors are deciding that that's something that must happen moving forward. And a lot of community groups are fundraising for that right now. This isn't just donors. This is groups at all levels raising dollars where they can and how they can in really inspiring ways sometimes too. But it's very exciting. A lot of room for growth and improvement. And this is just a really wonderful couple of weeks here around the hospital to see the community being sure the kids are included and doing fundraisers out throughout the community for the next few weeks. So very important.
So on Wednesday and Thursday, all of the iHeart stations will be carrying the Give-a-thon. So we're still going to be playing like music, but in between we'll be having stories. We'll have the kids in, the parents in. Sometimes we have doctors in. We have people sharing. If the kids aren't there, we have the parents sharing the stories, or we have some older children that come back and tell their story. But in between the songs and the commercials, we have this, and then we also will be giving out a phone number, and you can also text your donations. So that's like not new this year, but sort of newish, before it used to just be a phone call, which is, it's fun to talk to somebody on the other end. It's fun to when you call.
And they're so excited.
They are.
The people answering the phone are real people who
I remember
live in
the
San
big
Diego.
bank of people.
Yeah.
And it was so fun to see them, the volunteers.
Oh, it's amazing. I mean, it really, I get to answer the phones too. It's
Yeah.
so thrilling.
Yeah.
And last year I was sitting next to one of our ER doctors and one of the nurses from the emergency room. And the two of them, they said that they never get to hear these stories of success and thanks. They leave and they've done everything they can, and everything is as well as it can be, but they don't get to see that family afterwards when they've settled and when the crisis is over. And the nurse was in tears next to me just out of gratitude by having these phone
They
calls come in.
probably don't see. I mean, they do their job, and then they don't necessarily follow the families. This is really cool for them.
So cool.
Oh my gosh.
And so we have a lot of supporters and staff members and patients that answer the phones. So whoever you talk to will be very excited for that phone call. And the talent, man, they are so bought in. Yeah, they quarrel with each other. They challenge each other.
You mean our radio people?
Your radio
I
talent.
know.
Oh my gosh.
A lot of us are like, okay, last year you may have raised the most money, but not this year. oh, heck no, because I'm going to be on from 10 to 2
Yep.
and just watch out.
And a
because-
monthly donor comes in.
Oh,
my
boy.
gosh.
I know.
Big deal.
It's
Very
really
exciting
cool.
for everyone. So.
Very much so. Is there anything else you want to say before Wednesday hits?
Just
And Thursday.
Tune in to your favorite iHeart station. 8 stations will be live from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. And again, everyone who answers that phone will be excited. The talent is appreciative, and our hospital and our kids this holiday season certainly are appreciative, and look forward to connecting with our San Diego community over these next couple days.
Some of the stories you're going to hear are unbelievable, truly, and so inspiring. So thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you.
And I thought that as an homage to Rady Children's Hospital, our next episode, which airs Thursday, I was going to tell Charlie's story, because it's a long story, but it's a great story, has a great ending, and I was going to call him tonight, see what he's doing, just to check out. He's 22 now. It's been a long while, but it seems like just yesterday.
I bet.
I just remember the lighting in the NICU. I remember the way it smelled and the people, and it's almost heavenly in my opinion. You know, it was so, you guys saved my kid's life. I mean,
Do you want me to
what
call
else?
Charlie?
Sure.
Let's call him.
All right. Let's call him before. Yeah.
Why not?
It's like, Mom.
I know. No, hopefully he won't do that. I don't even hear it ringing.
Hello?
Sorry, Charlie.
Hi, Char.
Hi.
How are you? What are you doing?
I'm doing well. I'm doing good. I'm making a bolognese sauce right now.
Oh,
Cooking dinner, yeah.
fancy.
A little late.
Well, we have Alex Loker in here. She is the VP of Philanthropy for Rady Children's Hospital. And obviously, you don't remember what it was like to be in the hospital. You were just a little baby. But I just wanted to hear your voice, and I wanted people to hear your voice. And you know what? People often ask me, what's up with Charlie? So, what's up? What are you doing? What's your life like?
Well, I recently graduated from the University of Oregon, and now I'm living in Oregon and hoping to start a life here.
With his girlfriend. They live together, and she's amazing, with an amazing family. And he just got a job, a salaried job. So that's super great. Right out of college. Good for you,
That's
Charlie.
a huge deal.
Big time.
Thank you,
Big
thank you.
time.
Yep, Charlie, you're an ambassador for Rady Children's right now, and we're very appreciative. Hope
Yeah.
the bolognese is going well.
I appreciate the opportunity to live, honestly.
I love that. Wow. I love that you have always been a part of the Radiothon. Even when you were in school, in high school, he would come on, Charlie, just come sit with us. And he was always he would sit down with the little kids, and they'd color mugs or do whatever they were doing, waiting to be on. And I just love you, Charlie. And I just thank God for you. And I thank God for Rady Children's Hospital, because Dr. I know, what was his name? Dr. Do you remember his name, Charlie?
I don't. I'm sorry.
He was
Collins, Dr. David Collins, Dr.
of
David
course.
Collins. He's not there anymore, but he retired shortly after Charlie was born. But oh man, was he good, and was he thorough with you? You were touch and go. You know that that hallway that leads from Sharp to Children's? There's this little hallway.
For emergencies.
For emergencies, yes. And that's exactly where you went down that hallway with your dad. And your dad said you were code blue a couple times. And it was very scary. Of course, I didn't know, because I just had a cesarean. And first time I saw you, I said your name. You were all puffed up. You had tubes and wires everywhere. I said, "Hi, Charlie." And you opened one eye. Boop. Like you heard my voice. You knew my voice already. And I'm like, you know what? He's going to be okay.
Hey, Charlie.
Hey, Eric.
That's something you and I have in common. When I'm on the show, sometimes your mom will call my name, and I'll open one eye and be like, "Hey."
Oh my God. Wow.
Mondays are a long night for me.
Yeah.
Completely agree with you.
Charlie,
Long days.
I love you. Thank you for answering the phone, and thank you for being such a great kid.
Oh, of course. I'm always happy to be on. I mean, without Rady Children's, I don't know if I'd be here today. So it's an honor.
Oh, I love you, Charlie. Bye, baby.
Love you too.
Love
Hi
you,
to
Charlie.
Maya. Hi to Maya. Love her too. Bye. Mwah.
He's like, I got food.
I got bolognese boiling on the stove right
I
now.
hope he sends
gotta
you
go.
some because you're eating way too many gummy bears.
I know. That sounds so good right now,
It
doesn't
does
it?
sound really good, yeah.
What a champion. That was good of him.
I know. Anyway, thank you so much for being on with us, Alex.
Thank you, Alex.
And
Thank you.
make sure you listen to your favorite iHeart station.
Is there a website or anything that people can donate to?
Yep. Anytime they can go to radyfoundation.org and go straight to our Give-a-thon site, and they will be able to make a donation. Thank you.
Oh,
Awesome.
Yeah,
Perfect.
that's great.
We'll put that on our website as
We
well.
appreciate it.
All right.
Bye,
Thank you,
Alex.
Alex.
Thank you.
Bye. Happy holidays.
Charlie.
What hat she's wearing.
I know. You look super cute. It is the season, yes.
Bye.
Okay, you guys. Well,
was awesome.
It's been. I just can't say enough good things about that hospital. I just really can't. And I love that our stations do this every year because it's so important. And I love that they take every kid,
I know,
every
that's
single
awesome.
kid, regardless of insurance.
Yeah, that's amazing.
What hospital does that? No other hospital.
None.
So anyway, all right. I'll stop now. For now,
For now.
I'll stop for now. I mean, I don't even know if you want me to
Look
tell.
at all these
I know.
people.
I know.
It's insane how many people are watching tonight.
Well, I haven't waved to everybody because I was enthralled with
I know.
our guests.
Look, they're still going.
Oh my gosh, you are so crazy.
I-
You are so crazy, boy.
I know. Look at all the people.
So I don't know if you want me to tell Charlie's story or if I already did. Did I already tell it? Is it, next week, next episode? I don't know. I'll figure it out. I'll see if you guys have any interest in hearing about it.
yeah.
I usually tell it this time of year, right?
yeah.
All right. I'll tell a little bit more. I won't take up the whole episode, but I'll tell a little bit more on
Okay.
Thursday.
Okay.
Since it's the last day of the Give-a-thon.
Sounds great.
So I'll be on Star from 10 to 2, Wednesday and Thursday. So listen to Star and give to us. Okay.
Julie, thank you for buying a badge.
Oh, thank you, Julie. No way.
Thank you. We
That's
love you.
so fun. I love it when people buy badges. It's
love
just
Julie.
fun. It's just really cool. Okay. I'm done. We're
are?
done. Yeah.
We are?
Yes, we are.
Are we?
We are. It's time to. Our guest was in. We took care of everything.
Oh, I need to talk about one thing.
Uh-oh. What?
Because Alex was here. I just need to talk about the disaster that is Ben and J-Lo as well.
Oh
I'm
my God. Really?
so done with the two of them.
Speaking of Rady's,
I know.
What? Okay. Let's talk about it.
Yeah, she was just on did you see her on that interview with some music podcast?
No.
And she looked like Big Bird. She had like this big puffy blue jacket on and the, mile long ponytail and
Oh, she looks good with that ponytail.
and she looks gorgeous, Did you know she wrote remember when she had that CD out called This Was Me Now or something like
No.
that, or This Is Me Then?
You probably had it though.
I do have it.
I'm sure you do. Another songstress.
There's a song called Dear Ben on it.
Oh boy.
And she said it took her something like 18 years to get over their breakup.
I like them. I like that they're back together.
they're too
And
ridiculous at this point.
God,
why are they ridiculous? They're in love. They're in love.
I
So
don't
what?
dislike them, but I mean, I know
Need to
love
contain
comes
my
in
yawn.
many forms, but
Love does come in many forms, and some people get it back again, some people don't.
And that's kind of cool.
except I feel like they're
Second chances.
yeah, but they're the people that always
Sure.
put their career over their relationship, and that's
You think those two put their career over their
I
relationships?
think that's what's happened time and time again with them.
Okay.
That's what happens
and,
with most of Hollywood,
and now they're making time for each other.
right? Until
For now.
their career gets in the way, in which case their love is secondary. So I don't know about true. It's not the sweetest love I've ever seen.
Until
Do
she
you
falls in
think-
love with another backup dancer.
Do you think they have enough money between the two of them now that they don't have to work anymore? Yeah.
I don't think they will choose not to work though.
Hi, Aaron.
You think they're going to retire because they got married?
No.
No.
Neither.
Well, I don't know. I'm a believer.
Oh, I am
I'm a
too.
believer
But
in
Hollywood
Ben
relationships
and
are
Jen.
stupid, and their careers will always come number one, and that's why they're not most time not real relationships.
Do you think that they are?
Hey.
That what?
Somebody else bought a badge. Who was it?
Mick Wednesday.
Mick Wednesday.
Love that name, by the way.
As long as it wasn't J-Lo, that'd be
You
really
made my
awkward.
Mick Monday. Listen,
That would be
if J-Lo
super
was watching,
awkward.
she better buy 150,000 badges.
I'm talking shit about her. I hope she doesn't.
Mick
better
Wednesday,
not.
you are so cool. That is so nice. Thank you.
Thank you, Mick Wednesday.
Aw. Okay, so are you? Have you stepped off your little soapbox, or
Yeah,
is that what
until
you were on?
Thursday.
And remember, we are Laura Kane After Dark. Unapologetically unfiltered.
Unfiltered.
Da 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 da.
Especially you.
I know. It's bad.
I mean, well,
What, Brian?
nothing.
Brian, say it.
Only one person said they had a big load tonight, and
I did say that, but I meant you didn't have to make a big deal about it. You could have let it slide. I didn't mean it that way, so you could have just not repeated it.
What she said.
That's what I'm standing by.
To be fair, it was a big load. There was a lot of daily.
It was a lot.
There was a lot of D's.
It was
He
mammoth.
backed it up and dumped that load.
Brought in a lot of D's.
You two are disgusting.
Fish girl bought a badge.
Fish girl.
Fish girl bought a badge. Woo!
Surprised anyone bought a badge after we made like the third load joke of the night.
I know, maybe that's why they did. Okay.
You two really need to be disciplined.
Oh my gosh. So,
Punished.
I feel like we've gone over the time we should have gone. It should have ended with our guest, in my opinion. But maybe I'm wrong. But now, are we done? Are you done?
Brian, do you need to prompt me in any way or?
Oh,
I think we're done.
well, I mean, we got all of our loads out with Ben Affleck and J Lo. So
We did. I'm exhausted. I need a nap.
Oh no, we have another
hey,
episode.
it's tired. It's tired.
It really is.
Okay.
Are you getting nervous? Are you getting nervous that I might take this train right off the track?
No, am I acting nervous?
You are.
Because I'm fidgeting. I know. I get fidgety when I
don't-
feel like things should be wrapped up
don't-
and you don't wrap them up.
don't
and
get-
they
don't get
shouldn't
nervous,
linger.
Poodle.
Things shouldn't linger.
Don't-
We're on
get
borrowed
nervous.
time.
Yeah. Don't get nervous, Poodle.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, now I'm getting nervous. This is weird.
I know. Now, see, this is what happens.
Don't-
Things get
This
weird.
is weirder
get
than
nervous.
J Lo and Ben Affleck's relationship.
Things get weird.
Yeah.
Oh, look at all the hearts.
Oh,
People-
hi.
Love
See,
you guys.
they
Love
love
you guys
watching
so
me
much.
stroke your hair.
Oh my God. Okay. I love you guys. I love my son. I love my daughter. I love life. Give to Rady Children's Hospital on Wednesday and Thursday. Listen to especially Star, but all the iHeart radio stations. And give a little because it's important. And with that, thank you, Capital Growth Inc. And
Yes,
Jay
thank you,
Wertzler.
Jay at Capital Growth Inc.
Love your podcast.
What she said, everything.
Ooh.
Oh, no, you have to say it yourself. The end part.
Yeah, but I'm agreeing with everything that you said.
Okay, that's fine.
If
was
you were
almost
gonna, if you're gonna choose a celebrity that Ben Affleck could get with, who would it be besides J Lo?
You're doing this. You're stretching it.
Oh,
Why are you stretching?
see, for a second I thought you were gonna roll with it, and I was like, "Wow, did I really get her?"
Why
to
are you
not even
stretching?
notice that?
I did notice. Oh yes, I noticed.
I'm gonna say somebody like Dua Lipa.
Dua Lipa. No, that's a Leonardo DiCaprio scenario where she's much younger. Than
Oh, that's
No,
right.
she's
yeah,
too old for
oh, Yeah,
Leo.
she's way too
At
old.
26 or whatever, she's too
Oh, yeah.
old.
7. He's making an exception for her because she's Dua Lipa.
That's right.
I can see that though. I can see Ben Affleck going somewhat.
I think he's an immature woman. He's definitely into people like his closer to his age.
How old
I
is he?
don't think so. He's the man,
What?
and a lot of times, men, celebrities especially, like the young stuff.
The young stuff.
But then he has J Lo. She's like it.
Well, she's always gonna look young.
She's gonna. I
That
know
face.
she will never look bad ever. She will
I could-
always be
I could
beautiful.
Not unless she gets stung by like a bazillion bees.
She's not going to do that.
I could totally see Ben Affleck and Kim K having a short-lived.
Oh, okay.
Ew.
I can see that. I can see
Short-lived.
that.
Oh,
wouldn't last.
yeah, because he's into the big booties.
I can see that.
Yeah, it'd
Yeah.
be a total fling,
Yes.
Hmm?
and then $5 on who's next. Who's Pete Davidson?
Is there anybody that she's been rumored to be seeing? Do we
Who?
know? Kim?
J-Lo?
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
No.
not since Big Dick Davidson.
Yeah, I know. God, that guy
God.
must have the biggest dong in the
You
world.
two and your filthy mouths this
Oh,
evening.
stop.
I am trying to keep it up.
Whatever, Mr. Dick
take,
Pic.
Take a load off. Come on.
Sorry. I'm not one taking pictures of my wiener. You are.
Yeah, there's a fundamental element
You
missing
take pictures of your wiener all the
I
time.
do not.
You too.
I do not. No, I don't. Only
Okay,
you do.
I'm logging out.
There
God,
we go. Good.
help
See,
me.
It worked.
have
It
to
worked.
out
It worked.
annoy-
It worked.
to out
Help
annoy
me.
him.
Right, exactly.
God, love your podcast. Lord have mercy.
I love you, my sweet baby Charlie and my sweet baby Evan. I love you. Mwah. Bye. Bye, guys.